Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Ogre Battle. At the end of the last episode, we managed to recruit Norn from Diaspola, and during her ending speech, I suppose, she had mentioned that we already had a woman named Ronnie, and even at the time I'm like, no we don't, what are you talking about? Ronnie is available from this stage, the Valley of Castro, so apparently I'm taking the stages a little out of order. It doesn't really matter, but there is sort of a recommended order based on your levels and such, although you can't see the level of the enemy before you go in. And I got a comment about that I'm doing the stages in a strange order. I'm just going off of what the FAQ writer suggested, which apparently I guess is geared toward getting the secret characters as fast as possible. It's not really an intention, but we're just moving along. And in fact, Ronnie is going to have to wait for a bit because the next stage that is recommended in the FAQ is the Kalbi Peninsula, so that's where we're heading. Chapter 11, Snowfield. Kalbi Peninsula. It is now a mere snowbound territory. It was the result of black magic cast 25 years ago during the Great War. Figaro, one of the four divas, is on his way to the Cursed Land. The legend says he is a prince of a small kingdom, but nobody knows the truth. He is Debonair's best friend. This man of action, has absolute faith in Adora's actions. His trusted weapon is the magical sword Durandal, which he intends on using against the rebels. Well, he's more than welcome to try, but we're going to kick his ass. Meanwhile, our poor girl Tess is benched, and is probably going to be benched for a couple of stages, even though I already see a bunch of water on the stage. That's unfortunate, but at least we have Blackburn. So we have 24 enemy units in this stage, and now I'm going to be doing some futzing. Let's see, that's where the enemy is. Let's position Blackburn kind of here in the center of this river first. Next one up will be Unit 5, Warren. He's only level 10. Let's position him... Well, hold on. Let me pause. Where is the shop town? Over there. Okay, so... that's fine. Warren... Nope. You're not Warren. Warren, let's position you here. We'll grab these two cities that are a bit further out. This one, and then we'll make our way east. That's far enough away that we'll be able to get a high sky unit to sort of maneuver around things and cut off their retreat once we start getting a little violent. Which reminds me, I actually meant to mess with the classes. I forgot to do that between episodes. Hawkman can turn into an Eagleman. That's good. We definitely want that to happen. Let's see. And Hellhound can be upgraded to Cerberus. We definitely want that to happen. Okay. This is the one that I was going to deal with. So Lion, we're going to upgrade him to a Beast Master. And I've got additional plans for him. I want these dragons to be ice dragons, which are silver dragons, but for whatever reason I can't get there yet. But now that Lion is a Beast Master, we have an item to make him even stronger. It is the Stone of Dragos. It turns a Beast Master into a Dragon Tamer. So Lion is now a Dragon Tamer that is a dude. The joke in Ogre Battle, in the Ogre Battle community, is how dungeon or dragon tamers look like cute, pretty ladies, but they're actually dudes. In Ogre Battle 64, they wind up being in the female class tree, but whatever. So Lion is now pretty, and he's going to lead his dragons forward. I really wanted them to be ice dragons, though, but it's fine. I would rather keep them normal dragons than change them to red dragons. But anyway, so I have no snow movers, unfortunately. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. All right, so anyway, Unit 6 is Sherritt. You can move in front of this area too. Unit 10 is also level 10. That is I. You can move in front of this city. And the next one is Unit 12. Andre, you can move in front of this city. Then Unit 13 is Willis. Willis is our night unit now, but that's fine. Night is in dark, opposite of day. Unit 14 is Ash. You can move in over here as well. And then our last level 10 is Unit 16, which is Aisha. We're going to position her in front of Pyro to try to cut off any enemies from attacking him. I think that's everybody, right? Oh, no, I can get someone else out. Let's see. The first level 11 is Unit 8. That's Madeline. Okay, she can be on this side of the little river. And that should be everybody. Okay, time in. You can see we have lost a lot of money from the last one. I spent 260,000 goth between stages on loads of items. But now we have 99 cure potions, 99 cure stones, 50 cure onks, 30 flutes, 30 dinner bells, and 20 7-league boots. Oh, when do we get this? Strength plus 17. Holy crap, let's give that to somebody. Wait, did I forget to dispatch lawns? I forgot to dispatch lawns. Son of a biscuit. Alright, where's my... No, not you. Well, never mind. We'll give it to Andre. Andre is going to need a little... Oh, he already has a unit. Weapons. Jeez, who doesn't have a weapon? I's knights don't have weapons. Okay. Alright, so who is... You? Stop, Madeline. Unit 8, right? Yeah, okay. You need to come back home. We need lawns. Well, crap. That's gonna take me a hot minute to fix. But anyway, so once again, Pyro is essentially benched. He's almost on everybody else's level right now. He just has a little bit of work to do. Alright, lawns. I need you to get this city, and then I need you to get this city, and then I need you to get this city, and then I need you to come back and get this city. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, should be fine. Yep, that should be fine. Alright, here's our first engagement against... Or it'll be I who gets the call. So as usual, I'm not going to worry about doing unit kills until we have our line of control established here. I don't believe the enemy has any snow specialist units either. So this is just going to be kind of a pain in the butt for everybody who isn't a flyer. Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. That's a lot of damage. Well, they're not going to take us out, but they might win this fight. Or we might make them leaderless, and it may not matter. This is precisely why I go for leader. Because then even if they win the fight, it's kind of a Pyrrhic victory for them. Once we get our line of control established and we get pursuit units, then I'll worry about finishing units off. Right now it's just about bloodying their nose and getting some levels, hopefully. Come on, guys, take them out. There you go. Yeah, we'll definitely lose the fight, but... Yep, level ups. That's what I want to see. Alright, so that also makes me curious what level these guys are. Level 11, okay. So most of the army is right about on where it needs to be. Oh, and Norn, rather than using her normal unit, she had herself and 2 titans, just like the boss fight, which is fine, but I have enough units that have monster characters in them. So I took the cleric out of one of the units, I don't remember which one now, and replaced that cleric with Norn herself. Oh, I think she's on Ash's unit now. So Norn and Ash are occupying the same unit. Which is fine. It doesn't matter. Like, even though some units are inherently a bit more powerful or special because they're special characters, it doesn't matter if they are actually leading a unit. For example, Warren is our first special unit, and right now he's still in control of his unit. I tend to just do that mainly for role-playing purposes, but they don't actually need, to lead their own unit, or any unit for that matter. They can just be someone else's underling, and that's fine. So, hopefully I can... You know what? Since Sherritt's in the area anyway... Sherritt, why don't you go down there and take them out? Let's start wiping units out as quickly as possible. Oh, jeez. Didn't expect, the unit to not move. Okay, hold on. We got a Kironk, then. It's I who's engaging? Yeah, this is why I bought so many Onks, because I knew we were going to be using them. Alright, Yep, I is engaging. Okay. So she's gonna still take some damage, but not nearly as much as before, since they're down to... Oh, they still do have both of them. Well, whatever. At least they don't have the Valkyrie anymore. So we're gonna take some damage here, but they should get some level ups out of the deal. Go for it, lady and gentlemen. Yeah, don't worry about those little flappy planes. They can't take you out. They'll just hurt a little bit. We should be able to take them down. Yeah, I don't have much of anything at this point. There we go. There's our first unit kill. 1 down, 23 to go. And a level up, which is good to see. Alright, so Sherritt. Sherritt, cancel that last order. Return to where you were. Oh, here comes some more dudes. Okay. I and Andre have stationed themselves. Warren is stationed. Wow, they're trying to hit us from multiple angles. That's interesting. Okay, Sherritt is now engaging. Sherritt is fresh. Let's see how he does. So Sherritt is more of a leader killer than a finisher unit because of his specific makeup. He does hit hard. He might win the fight, depending on the level we're looking at, but Sherritt's unit is definitely more for disruption and pursuit than doing mass amounts of damage, and that's fine. That's why I love Ogre Battle so much. You can do whatever you want with your unit setups, and any specific unit's makeup and formation, it determines what their use is on the battlefield. As long as you keep everyone's levels relatively... Uh-oh. Well, shit. As long as you keep everyone's levels relatively high, so that shit doesn't happen, then you'll be fine. Alright, so, hold on. Who went down? Is that Canopus? No, that's the Eagleman. Nielsen. Okay. Level 10. What am I facing right now? Level 11s. Ugh. Alright. I didn't order anyone to get a temple, so let's just flute them. We'll flute them back up. Soon it's going to be... The flutes are going to be the cheaper option regardless, because it'll be so expensive to get people resurrected. That's fine. We'll bloody their lips a little bit. Blackburn hopefully is on water, because if he's not, this fight's going to get a little awkward. Blackburn still needs to get somewhere. Oh, nope, he's on snow. That's not good. Damn, 2 clerics? Wow, it's going to be such an annoying unit to take out, because we can't do a lot of damage to these guys. Okay. Our octopi are still hitting pretty well, but... You know, actually, this isn't so bad with Blackburn, because even though they get to heal 4 times, we've got 10 attacks. So as long as we're landing our shots, we'll do the damage. Yeah, he's just gonna hit us kind of hard, too. Yeah, not bad. I mean, we won the fight. That unit's just going to be really annoying to deal with, but oh god, Aisha. Aisha's fresh and dealing with 2 ghosts. Okay, that's actually good. That should be some easy experience points. Come on, Aisha, you're good at this. It's already been almost 20 minutes. Holy crap. Oh shit, those ghosts are not normal ghosts. I don't know what they are, but well, now they're dead, so that's fine. Actually, looking at this unit makeup, that was the worst possible configuration to deal with Aisha, since she's got a shaman or a cleric and 2 angels in backup. So this unit will be fine. Alright, man, do I want to time skip already? I don't know if I want to time skip already, because we haven't even organized ourselves yet. We're just under some immediate pressure here. Well, let's see how this turns out for a minute. Let's see how this goes. I'm trying to keep that balance, right? Between, you know, not making these episodes last 5 hours. Oh, that's good to see. Not making these episodes last, you know, literally 2.5 to 3 hours each. But also, you know, showing some of the fighting going on, because otherwise, what's the flippin' point? Alright, Sherrod is engaging this dude. Yeah. Wow, our people are low in level compared to these guys. I don't think that enemy levels scale to you. I think they're predetermined. At least they seem to be, according to all the wikis and FAQs I'm reading. Oh, that'll be... Yes, I was gonna say that should... Ooh, that didn't really do that much damage. Oh, man. That poor Harpy needs to... Okay, that Eagleman's in trouble. Wait, I think Berserkers only get 1 attack from the back, so they might be alright. I mean, as much as I want to... As much as I've said they have to take their lumps, they also need to be able to survive these fights, or they're not going to get any experience points. Okay, good. Good. Perfect. Alright, so there's another leaderless unit. He's whatever. He can go wherever he wants to. I'm not going to worry about cutting him off. Let's see what's going to happen. Ah, shit, Blackburn. Alright, we're going to have to change Blackburn's stance, because he's not... He's clearly not in the river. If I take him up here, I think he's going to be out of range. So we're going to move... I'm going to take a risk with Blackburn and move him down here. And if he gets the shit beaten out of him too hard, we'll send him back. I don't like having Blackburn at the front because he's not a finisher unit. And I don't know if he'd be able to really do well over there. It's something Tess didn't have to deal with, because Tess is so frickin' strong that she is a finisher unit, so it didn't matter how deep in the enemy, or I guess how far forward she was, but Blackburn doesn't have that luxury, so I don't know how he's going to do. You know, I guess I take that back. I guess Blackburn is a good finisher unit, but not a very good weakening unit. Because if there's only a single target, then Blackburn can pretty much tear them down. The only other thing I could do with Blackburn is I could shift the left octopus to the back row and upgrade him to a Kraken, because then he would have an attack that would hit everybody. And because you can pause the game prior to any fight, that might not be a bad idea, because then I could send him back to the front row if we're in a position where I'm going to need to just do physical attacks. Plus, Krakens get an experience boost anyway. There's no reason not to upgrade an octopus to a Kraken. I think Blackburn just doesn't qualify yet, which is why we haven't done it with him yet. Hold on, pause. Can you go up a class? No, they still can't. Okay. So that's going to take me a minute before they're strong enough to be able to do that, but it's fine. Everything's fine right now. Meanwhile, this asshole, I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm going to have to shift Aisha a bit to the right, because if he's going to come after... You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. Aisha comes south, cross the river, because this way you can make a maneuver east or west very quickly to cut off anyone attacking Pyro. Oh, never mind. Oh no, that is actually good. Oh god, there's a bunch of units coming after Pyro.
Thank you.
Alright. Things are going to get a little dicey for a second. General Figaro is one of the best swordsmen, is among the 4 divas. Okay, that's a weird way to put that. His move, Down Claws, can rip a dragon apart at once. On top of that, he's a Black Knight just like Garrus. You have no chance of winning. Thanks. Thanks for the optimism, buddy. What are you, a YouTube commenter? Alright, sorry. Sorry. Kind of. Not sorry. So far, all of you who have been commenting on this series have been just fantastic and respectful and giving tips without being jerks about it. Whereas, oh boy, have I gotten some criticism with the way I've played other games, which shouldn't bother me, it's part of the job, but man, sometimes it can get obnoxious. Alright, excellent. All of that was good. Oh god. Hold on. All right, Andre, are you fresh? No! Oh, no! You are absolutely not fresh, Andre. Let me get you back into fighting shape. I guess while I'm here, here's one for you too, Oh my god. Okay, God, how many? They have 2, 4, 6, 8 units in the field. Usually the AI hasn't sent that many out so far.
Fight it out.
Guess it's starting to get a little rough here. Okay, I don't think much is going to happen for a hot minute while these 8 units try to beat the piss out of us. Ooh, this is a good formation for us. Because it would be very difficult for us to reach that cleric. That is a good formation. We're going to need a really strong finisher unit to pursue this group because of those freaking golem titan things in the front. But we'll at least... Andre should be able to make it leaderless very quickly. Andre is a good example of a unit that's very good at leader killing. It's a very targeted unit that can take out any leader very quickly, no matter where they are, but still protecting the mages. Wow. Wow, I didn't think they'd take one of the golems out. Damn, good work, guys. That should be level ups for everybody. Well, one of them. Better than none. Alright, pause. Hold on. Alright, let's see if Andre got a class up on that one. Nope, he did not, but I'm going to get his front knight back in fighting shape. Okay, and then Aisha should be close to fresh. Yeah, she should be fine. Aisha is going to have to hold the line so Pyro doesn't get involved. And I think probably the next stage, if not the stage after, Pyro will be unleashed again. He could be unleashed now because he's only level 12, and these enemies are 13, so I wouldn't take the alignment hit for fighting them. But I'd still prefer... ironically, having Pyro as weak as possible, as weak as feasible, when he starts operating on the front line to ensure that he will not take alignment hits from his contributions. And right now, especially with the enemy being comprised of clerics as well, we definitely don't want to risk Pyro taking alignment hits. Yeah. This unit's going to be a little bit annoying to take out, too. Anytime you have to face 2 clerics or 2 shaman, you have to do a lot of damage to be able to get anywhere. Or you need someone like Andre, who is so targeted with his wizards that you have no problem just beating up everything. My other concern is Warren, because Warren is out in the field, and I don't know if Warren is going to be able to... handle... Alright, whoop. Try to get back there, Aisha. I don't know if Warren is going to be able to handle these clerics, so anytime Warren engages, we're going to have to watch where he is and be very cautious. Andre encountered again? Okay. That is against an angel unit? Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that Pyro isn't involved here. Now, there are going to be a lot of evil units as we go further. You know, as I said, spoiler alert, ogres exist. I figure that's not much of a spoiler, given it's called Ogre Battle. I mean, it'd be like playing a game called The Dragon's Horde and never seeing a dragon. Like, what the hell? Anyway, ogres are considered extremely evil creatures. So when it's time for Pyro to push his alignment, all we need to do is get into a battle where we are going to be facing a lot of very evil creatures such as ogres or wizards, mages, liches, you know, those kinds of dudes, and then Pyro's alignment's going to shoot up. Even if he's on level or slightly ahead of level, he should be alright. So with this fight, he's not really all that necessary, although I don't think he's going to take too much of an alignment hit. Now, I don't think that there's any more events in Ogre Battle that require a specific alignment, but I do think your ending is affected by your personal alignment in addition to your personal, to your reputation, and that's what we need to be careful of, which is why I'm pushing for Pyro to keep his alignment nice and high, regardless of the fact that we've finally done what we had to do with Posha, or whatever her name is. Let's get that wizard back in fighting shape. That was a wasted item. I should have just used a potion rather than a stone, but that's fine. Lonza's getting things accomplished. Okay. So Aisha is going to hold the line here, so Pyro doesn't have to get involved, and we'll check back in once we have those cities and we have the line of control established. Well, now this is interesting. All of those enemy units that were challenging Aisha are now in this city. I'm going to push Aisha forward. I'm not going to take the city, but I do want to get her close to the city, because if she can start pushing them out of it, then... Did that say he's encountered a neutral character? Surely not. He must be attacking that Beastman. Anyway, if she can sort of keep them out of the city, or at least if they would have to bloody her to get into the city, then we might be able to kind of keep pushing them back. Plus, with her a few steps forward, then she'll have room to lose or retreat and still protect Pyro, so he doesn't have to get involved in this. But I don't know if you saw that right before I started speaking, those 4 units started running the opposite direction. So they may not even be going after Pyro, they might be going after one of the other units that are out in the field, or they might be just going after a specific city? I don't know what they're doing right now. We'll have to figure that out and respond to the threat. This is a good setup for Aisha because of that. Aisha just immediately eliminates the ghosts, and then that Eagleman in the back, I think, only has the 1 attack. So as long as our knights frickin' connect, then it's not so bad, and we'll win the fight, but... See, right now we're losing. Even with both of those landing, we're still losing. Healing is not calculated in total damage. It's actual damage delivered. Come on, knights! There you go. I think all I needed to do was land 1. Yep, and we still took the win. I'm hoping those angels get upgraded soon. The next level of angel is Cherubim, and they get 2 attacks from the rear, which would make a massive difference. But we're just going to have to keep beating these guys until we get that. Ooh, that should... If the angels hit their attacks, then we might be able to make this, leaderless. Come on, guys. Land your attacks. My gosh. I believe agility is what determines your accuracy and your dodge rate. And knights do have relatively low agility, but come on, you guys are missing way too much. There we go, that we made it leaderless. Excellent. Yeah, we're still holding the line okay. Aisha's taking some shots, but it's nothing she can't handle, I don't think. Aisha lost that last fight, but she did gain one of her angels to go up a class. That was not fully English. Let's see, Mesha is level 11. Clarice is level 11 as well, but was not qualified. It could be Charisma or Alignment. Clarissa's... Or Clarice's alignment is 67. Mesh's is 71, so she has better alignment, and she has the next 10 points of charisma, too. So, I mean, one's better than none, and as long as we keep fighting like this, we'll get there eventually. Lons has encountered the enemy. Yep. So we're still holding the line, although it's pretty much Aisha who's holding the line. Lons is just kind of doing his own thing. Beware, Rashidi is in Kelby now. General Figaro is here to stop the rebels for good, but also here to guard Rashidi from you. Why does Rashidi have to come to this cold place? Excellent question. By the way, so I was wondering if Lons may have to be benched since he's level 14. Check out his alignments down there. Lons himself is 100. His next knight is 100. His other next knight is 100. The cleric is 98. And the Valkyrie is 100. This is damn close to having a perfect alignment. Part of it is that your alignment shifts in the same direction of itself if it's on an extreme end. So, for example, even if Margot here takes out a cleric, because Margot herself is so saintly, she probably isn't going to lose any alignment for the situation. It's almost like once you become good enough, your actions justify themselves to God or whoever. So, yeah, Lons is in a really good place. It's he's gonna be fine. We do have a backup plan in case he does get a little too powerful, but I don't think he's going to be so powerful in any of these stages that we're gonna have to worry about his alignment, especially because of the way I've been doing this. I mean, yes, he might be going around capturing cities and getting into fights as a result, but as soon as he takes a city, I fill it with the weaker units. So I don't think Lons himself is going to have to worry about taking, killing so many dudes that he levels up too fast. Also, that purple on the cherubim is super cute. That's my favorite purple. That's actually a bit more pink than purple. Purple is still my favorite color. Anyway, time skip. Wow, I'm coming back just to say they even have artwork for a snowy road. That's where we're fighting right now. That's so cool. I don't know if they had that in the original Super NES version. I didn't quite have my eye for details back then, but that's really cool they've got it in this version at least. This is working out really well. The units are still trying to get into this town, I think. Aisha, however, is so close to the town that she hasn't captured it, and I don't want her to, but the other units, the enemy units, can't get to the town because they can't get close enough without triggering a fight, and she's on the plains, which is where she can fight best at. So, just by attrition, she's able to take these guys down, and I don't even have to heal her between fights because they're doing so little damage that Aisha herself is able to offset the damage with her healing. The only reason this unit is even still alive is because of all the misses that the knights are doing. If they would just land all of their attacks, then these eaglemen would be no more. But they're just having trouble hitting them because eaglemen / ravenmen / hawkmen, whatever you want to call them, have such high agility that they're very hard to hit like that. And we may even lose this fight. No, we won't lose the fight. Never mind. We've done enough damage. I'm sure. I'll be surprised. Yeah, there we go. We're not able to finish them off. Aisha is not a great finisher unit either, but she's a good disruption right now, and that's all we need. As even more confirmation, both of these Hawkman units or Eagleman units are so weak, they're trying to get into the town to resurrect the dead characters, but they can't because they're not smart enough to go to a different town. For whatever reason, they're just trying to get into this town, but because I don't have a unit directly inside it, they just don't know what to do, and they get close to the town, and Aisha triggers a fight. If they were human-controlled, they would want to just back off or even go up here to resurrect, but instead they're just stubborn-headedly going into the closest town and getting the crap kicked out of him as a result. It's great. I haven't usually been able to take advantage of the AI, but in this case, things have worked out really well, and Aisha's going to get a couple of levels out of the deal because she'll be able to take out 2 units by herself, at least, and again, her main objective here is to just keep Pyro out of the fight, and she's done a fantastic job of it. It's like she set up a little forward operating base just outside of a city, and she's, the city might be technically the enemy's city, but she's not letting anyone get inside it to heal up. Fantastic job by Aisha. And with that last level up, Aisha's earned her second cherubim too. So she's even more effective and efficient than she was just a minute ago. I'm going to have to put her in the title somewhere. She is going to be MVP of this one. Andre has done some work. Although I can't take advantage of it the way I want to take advantage of it. See those 3 skulls there to the right? There's actually 4. He managed to take down the leaders of 4 different units very easily. So he's in a position where I kind of don't even want to upgrade the wizards, even if they could be upgraded. I'm not even sure that they can be yet. Let's see. No, they can't even be upgraded yet. But, this is an example where going up in class may not be useful. See, Andre is such a specialized unit now that I can send Andre against just about anyone, and he's powerful enough he'll take out the lead. But if I switch all the wizards to mages, then they'll do more overall damage. It'll be a better finisher unit, but what happens is they hit everybody on the enemy side, but only once. So their total damage would go up a lot, but their directed damage would go down about by half. So I think I want to leave Andre as he is, because this is just bananas. And if I had Sherrit a little closer to them, then I would use Sherrit to start taking them out. So we do have the line of control almost entirely established, and nobody yet has come after the trade town to the east. So this is what we're doing. We're going to send Sherrit down there to the center, and then we're going to we'll move Willis up here to the west. So the trade town will only have a single unit guarding it. That's Ash. Yep, that'll be Ash, and I will take that risk, but this way Sherrit can be down here, because these 4 units are... Well, wait a minute, they're going to try to head to the capital. Wait a minute, never mind. Sherrit, why don't you just move straight south, rather than going to the city? Just go straight south as fast as you can. I want to cut them off, and we'll see if we can wipe them out. Aisha, meanwhile, is up here. She's doing fine. We don't have to worry about her. She's against the same formations repeatedly, so I don't know why they keep sending them up here and nowhere else. Once Lons takes the city she's in front of, she can move into that city, and so she'll start doing idle heals, because she is, their knights, those knights are kind of getting some blood and bruises, but we're fine between our items and Aisha's herself, her own healing. They'll be alright, but I would prefer her to make her stand inside the town itself so we could get some idle healing and I save some cash on items. Because life may be precious, but sometimes you gotta think about your pocketbook. Best line in the game. What I really love about Ogre Battle is how your units don't start off being this way, like over-specialized, and part of it is knowing the game. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a huge expert on Ogre Battle. This isn't Final Fantasy VI or Evil Genius. This isn't a game that I know front to back, but it is a game I love very much, and I've played enough that I comprehend general tactics and even specialized tactics. Some of them I stumbled into accidentally, but it happens. And I feel like I'm fairly good about understanding the way specializations work in games. It's sort of like when I played Final Fantasy Tactics, how I kind of stumbled, but kind of logicked out what I call a ninjancer, where it's a ninja with a dancer subclass, and how ruthlessly efficient it is because they complement each other's weaknesses so well. So with Ogre Battle, even when you start off playing, even if you have specific abilities or unit configurations in mind that you want to take advantage of, that doesn't necessarily... That doesn't necessarily mean that... Yup. Okay, I skirted them. Oh, jeez. Oh, I may not get back there in time to take those units out. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Lawns. And the alignment of everyone on the team is 2 points higher. That means everyone's now at perfect alignment. General Figaro has arrived at the castle on the southeast edge of the peninsula. Since the liberation of Zenobia, there is a lot of resistance occurring all over the region. You rebels are the cause of the resistance. They're trying to terminate you. Yeah, I know. Alright, so Lons is going to hang out there for a second. I almost adjusted his orders to immediately go to the Roshian Temple, but now I'm glad I didn't. Because that split second where he left before Aisha gets in that town might have been enough to open it up for this guy to take. But, well, this is going to be easy if all he's got is 24 hit points. Anyway. But even if you walk into an Ogre Battle save knowing that certain configurations work, such as Andre's, I know that configuration works. 3 wizards in the back, 2 knights in the front. I know what it does. I know precisely how it acts. However, I love in Ogre Battle that even when you come into it fresh, you don't know precisely the name of who it's going to be, exactly how efficient it'll be based on stats that get leveled up, their alignment, you don't know when you're going to pull it off. So I love that units evolve in this game and they become more interesting and deadlier or more specialized as you play and get used to your own army. This is why in Ogre Battle 64 I love naming my individual leaders after things. I don't really have a naming convention. I saw online in the Ogre Battle community that there are people who have an actual convention for their names based on whatever, their favorite colors, or their favorite sports teams, or certain words for certain actions so they can see at a glance what unit is specialized into what role. You know, but it's just so personal. I love it. And even though I can't change the name in Ogre Battle Classic, just, you know, Willis is cool. Like, Andre is interesting. Blackburn has a purpose. I know Pattison will fly around like crazy. Like, the personality of it just makes this game so good. And this was back long before that was even really much of a thing in video games, so... Alright, so we've got at least 4, possibly 5 leaderless units on the field right here. Okay, yep, there is... Well, I was trying to see if there's a stack somewhere. I may have missed one, but anyway, Sherritt should hopefully be able to take these 4 out, and not only will he gain levels out of the deal, but he's going to be able to highly disrupt the enemy, and we'll be able to keep pushing forward. So this will probably be a long time skip for me. For you, it'll be another 2-second fade, because right now with this line of control established, I don't see us getting disrupted anytime soon. Oh geez, Shadot got a little too close to the enemy encampment and is now looking at Figaro. So you're the rebels who defeated Debonair. You're late. Master Rashidi has already gone to the Sky Islands. He's a great magician with the power of the gods. No, more than the gods. With his power, even the 3 knights will bow down before us. Enough of the intro. This is for Debonair!
Fight it out.
Yeah, we're just gonna immediately retreat on this one. I don't want to accidentally kill Figaro. And since we're guaranteed to lose if we don't, there's no reason to get involved here. Oh god. He might actually... he might wind up triggering a fight against that one dude. I was just trying to chase that unit down before it got to the castle, but I clearly failed. Oh, okay, so he decided not to... God, I can't tell where these enemies are going exactly. I'm gonna have to try to do some fine-tuning down south here and try to get around that enemy castle. That was a big radius. Usually I have to get all up in his face before he'll... Well, whatever. Alright. Moving on. Now, here's a good example of where Andre is going to be very helpful, because we'll easily be able to reach that cleric and make this unit leaderless. Finishing off those 2 golems is going to be a bit more tricky, although Andre's wizards will do some massive damage. Shadot is still in a good position to handle this, though, because Shadot himself and his other demon friend have the Nightmare ability and will do damage. I'm sorry, I was just struck by how much damage Andre's doing anyway. Good God. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. At least 12 enemy units are dead. We're going to shift Shadot over here to the east because he mopped up all those units that were coming back, but now he's too close. He's already fought a couple units, taken out their leaders. They just immediately retreat and get them back, and that's not going to help us very much. But Andre is still doing work. It seems the enemy doesn't want to do anything but either attack Andre's cities, or their pathfinding pushes them toward Andre's city. Either way, Andre is putting in the work just as much as Aisha did. Everybody else is just hanging out and just having tea and scones. Whatever a scone is. I don't think I've ever actually eaten a scone. Anyway, so Shadot's going to come and try to take out all of these units that Andre's leaving leaderless, like this one, and we're just kind of rolling in this for now. I mean, there's really not much more to do. I think the other teams are just building snowmen while we wait. Shadot took a little too much damage because I forgot to heal him after a fight, so he lost his Eagle Man. Look at this. To call this character's soul, 4,890 goth is needed. We have definitely come to the point where the Ethereal Flute is just always the cheaper option at this point, since it only takes $2,000 to get someone back up. So Shadot is now back up and needs to get down here. His role is still very important because I think what's going on is the enemy is just moving along the roads. They're not going after Andre specifically. They're just heading in this direction, and whatever their target is, they keep running into Andre, who is still doing his best and just wiping out enemy leader after enemy leader after enemy leader, but he can't finish fights. And if I upgraded all their wizards to mages, they might be able to start finishing fights. But I really like Andre being a leader-killer specialist. So I'm fine with the way he is, but because he's a disruptor rather than a finisher, we're just going to always be in this loop of not getting anything accomplished if we don't have a unit to sweep up the remnants of every unit that we take down. So with Shadot being forced to retreat for a moment because I wanted to see what the price was to revive the Eaglemen, we're not going to get anywhere for a moment, which is unfortunate. But had I known it was so expensive to revive an Eagleman, I wouldn't have even bothered sending him back. But yeah, we've got to get him back there. By my count, we've taken out 14 units, so there's still 10 to go, but we've got this fight well in hand. At this point, it's just a matter of wiping everybody out and doing the flanking maneuver to make sure that we can catch all these guys after we've eliminated their leader. They're moving awfully fast because they've got that ice dragon, in this case the silver dragon, back there, and they move very quickly over snow, so they're moving about as fast as our high sky Sherrit unit, which is unfortunate. We're having trouble catching these guys, but the advantage that we've got that they don't is because we're flying, we don't have to stick to the roads or the snow. We just have to get back down here and keep attacking. By my count, we still have 2 enemy units to go, but I think my count is off because we're here and we seem fine. So now that we've got things dealt with, just like the last time, I'm going to make every unit withdraw as Lons goes around and grabs all the cities. And then if I happen to be wrong and there is an enemy out there somewhere being a dick, then I'll handle it. The only place that someone might be is here, because I know Blackburn was being attacked a couple times by a slow unit, but I think we got him. Early on, I wasn't quite paying attention to my enemy kills, so yeah, I think I can safely assume that everyone's gone. So I'm going to wrap up things and then push on to the boss. So checking over the FAQ, I have discovered why the maps are in the specific order that the FAQ writer made them in, and it's because that is the way they were listed in the Super NES game manual, which means we're taking them slightly inefficiently. To wit, the enemy here has a special sword that we heard about earlier called Durandal, but I don't get it because I don't have a particular character in my team. So that sucks, but it's fine because our reputation meter is crazy high. What's a sword when I have a crazy high reputation meter? So we did get a bunch of cool items, including a couple nice weapons, which I will be giving to our skeletons here, because Warren's team is the team that is the weakest of the current units, and therefore he can be he can be the guy who takes on the boss here. So we've got everything sorted. We're gonna try this guy one more time without immediately running away, and hopefully secure this area for the rebels. Yeah, let's do it.
Fight it out.
Yeah, fight it out, you dicks. I thought about sending out Andre because Andre would have a lot of success beating the crap out of Figaro, but I'm not even gonna have to use a card on this one, I don't think, because they can't do any damage to me up front, so far so good. Yeah, they can't do any damage to me up front. The only problem here will be if we can't do enough damage to take Figaro out. But, no, we're fine. What was I even concerned about? Good job, Warren. Despite being level 10, you absolutely trashed Figaro. Oh, he doesn't even have anything to say. Did I just take a reputation hit? I think I took a reputation hit. Oh, well, I don't think that'll affect anything. So, we're doing okay, and we got no bonus money, but that's fine. We've got over 300,000 goth, or whatever, and we'll be able to buy all the items we need and have plenty left over for other purposes. So, there's not a whole lot else to do at the moment, other than restock our supplies. I'll check over classes, but I think everyone's set. and we'll be able to continue our war very soon. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.